Could you use some very specialized assistance or advice to make your business or personal life more successful and fulfilling? Well, perhaps the Western Massachusetts Coaching Alliance can help. I spoke with Coaching Alliance co-chairs Mary Lou Meddaugh and Grant Ingle to find out what their organization is all about.
There's definitely a collaboration when the coaches get together, and as co-chairs of Western Mass Coaching Alliance, one of Grant's and my missions is to really create an environment where we're having some professional development and networking and learning experiences for our coaches, because when you're starting out with the coaching business, there's just a lot of things that you need to be doing, and so we try to get speakers that are going to be relevant to the different business essentials that we need for a coaching practice. I don't know, Grant, if you want to elaborate.
Well, yes, our coaches are great at coaching, but they often didn't necessarily prepare themselves for running a small business. Mm-hmm. So our most popular series has to do with business development, marketing, networking, social media, how do you optimize websites? How do you use Google Analytics to know how your website is working? So these we do sessions usually about an hour once a month. The meetings are at the Lilly Library in Florence, mm-hmm. and the topics are always something that engage our coaches. We actually interview our coaches on a serial basis to make sure we're on top of what would interest them.
One of the things that struck me is if I'm somebody starting a business and I'm suddenly finding myself really at sea, I need some help. It occurs to me your coaches probably have to set some boundaries, some limits, because I can imagine someone thinking, this is my 24/7 go-to person. I'm going to call them 4 o'clock in the morning Sunday when I wake up in a cold sweat because this or that isn't working and all this. This has got to be a real professional relationship.
Yes, we spend a lot of time initially sort of setting some boundaries and talking about the particular obligations of a coach, the confidentiality, mm-hmm. Many coaches, like leadership and executive coaches, they charge hourly. They're usually meeting with someone every other week or twice a month, but often allow for a unscheduled phone call of less than 15 minutes. So there's a mechanism for checking in if someone feels like they're in a bind, but they know pretty quickly that it's business hours.
And I think, too, a lot of times the coaches will set up initial meetings with their clients, and maybe they start out on a weekly basis, depending on the type of objectives the clients are trying to achieve. And then it can be spread out over every other week, or like Grant says, once a month, depending on the relationship you're building. Yes, and occasionally there are those frantic emails. Can you squeeze me in for 15 minutes today?
One of the things that struck me, though, again, looking at the website and some of the professional information there, it's bottom line, this has got to be very interesting and very satisfying to help, whether it's a business or an individual, find a new or better way to live or to do whatever they do.
Yes, I think in terms of the coaches themselves helping people, I think that is a common denominator with a lot of the coaches that we have, whether it is in the health and wellness field or the leadership executive field or the business career field. I think the coaches typically all are helpful people, and they want to have other people achieve their goals and be a partner with them to make that happen.
Agreed. There's nothing quite as satisfying as helping someone accomplish what they'd like to accomplish. Many clients come to a coach having an idea about what they'd like to accomplish, but being less clear about how to actually approach the issue. So coaching allows them to do that, and it really, what it does is it often helps people sharpen their goals and examine them, but also develop action steps towards that goal. And then the regular cycle of coaching provides a framework of accountability for you to get things done. So people often say, note to us that a couple days before the session that's coming up, they say, oh, I better get this done. My coaching session's coming up. And it really does help people maintain their priorities.
Well, Mary Lou Meddaugh, Grant Ingle, Western Mass Coaching Alliance, thanks so much for coming in and telling us about it.
Thanks for having us.